Peace. You coolin' with the Completist? Yes, you with me on another Completist review, man, for the video game Jusant. It's French for low tide. It's a don't nod video game. Anybody who is familiar, they have created video games like Life is Strange, Twin Mirrors, I believe, but they're famous for their video game Life is Strange. It is a narrative type adventure video game, but this is the same difference, but it's way different, if you get my meaning. But you can tell that they created the game by the effects that they use. They kind of use the same similar tone and vibe, and with this game Jusant. But with this game, it's an interactive game. You're climbing, but it's a puzzle game. You're basically exploring and finding all the hidden, secrets, within this abandoned mountain, which definitely was inhabited, and it seems like it was some of my man's people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I'm actually not even gonna touch on that because I actually think it was kind of dope. Just leave all the extra shit out. Let the story play out itself. But it's a beautiful game, man. It's one of them games that is going to captivate you visually. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really dope. And I don't think that it's contending for video game of the year or anything like that, but it's definitely a entertaining play, especially when it comes to puzzle video games. I feel like you always will get some type of benefit on playing puzzle video games. It always keeps the mind, keep the mind ready, keep it prepared, keep it on its toes, and it makes you think. And anything that makes you think, I feel like there's benefits to it. And that's the thing about puzzle video games. But as you can see, just look how visually pleasing this shit is, man. It's so dope, and there was a lot of times I caught myself just stopping, staring, and looking at the whole damn landscape just to take it all in. Because the video game isn't long. It's actually it's really pretty short, you know what I mean? Especially if you are good at puzzle video games, it shouldn't take you that long to beat the game. But when you collect all the clues, you get all the hidden secrets, you see how this abandoned mountain, like I said, was inhabited. And the people that were there, you kind of get a glimpse of what happened and why the inhabitants was abandoned. And when you look down, you can see it was an ocean. You know what I mean? And even at the beginning, when you see my man walking through the desert, it looks like a desert, but you see that's a bunch of sunken ships, just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff just at the bottom of the sea. And you start to see that it was actually a sea. What happened to the sea? What happened to the people? Where did the people go? And that's the beauty of this game, because it's not just a puzzle video game. There's a little bit of a story to it, and it's actually pretty compelling and impactful once you reach the end. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, the visuals is gonna catch you regardless. But I feel like it's definitely a video game that you should try. And play it with your children. Play it by yourself. Play it when you get off work. These type of games, relieve stress, and they help with all type of anxiety, man, because it takes your mind off of everything else. You have to solve an issue. It's not like playing a story or a campaign or playing online. It's not the same thing. Puzzles is different, bro. I'm just telling you. But the game originally came out on Steam, but it's on all platforms: PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and like I said, I got to play it on cloud, and that's the thing about Xbox, man. It come clutch like that. A lot of games I get to play for free, especially if I got Game Pass. And this game has basically got me like, damn, man, what else is on Steam, man? Because I've seen Steam games, I've seen them on TikTok and shit like that, but games like this, man, that's on Steam, it made me like, okay. And then I see a bunch of other ones, ironically, once I get done playing this, now my damn phone want to show me all types of Steam shit. You know how that works. But I end up coming across some stuff that I want to play, and this game helped a lot, man. So I got to give my props. I got to give appreciation to Don't Nod, because they definitely already got us with Life is Strange, because you know that's a drama and intense all in itself. A very great game. So you know, them dropping this just on the humble, you know, just on some, here you go, we about to drop some more shit, but here you go, this is something that, you know, isn't as interactive. It's something that's more fun, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. That's I gotta give them they props for this game, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, they didn't cut no corners either with this shit. You know, it's one of those games, like every single corner has a detail. Like you can go pause, you know, zoom in on some shit, and it looks real. It looks great. It really looked good, man. And I gotta give appreciation like this when it comes to these games, because I know a lot of people ain't playing it, but I'm sure there are a good handful that are. So the people that have played it, they understand where I'm coming from. So anybody that haven't played it, man, go play that shit, man, and understand, man, what I am talking about, man, because and you get a little bit of the mythical fantasy vibe to it as well. It's not just, you know, all realism. You know, they give you some of this, you know, it reminds me a lot of shit like Jack and Daxter, bro. You know, especially when you unlock a catacomb door or something like that. Listen, it just reminds me a lot of all the Naughty Dog type fantasy games back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It just gave that vibe. And I gotta appreciate them for that. There was really no dialogue. Everything that you had in this game that spoke to you was in a secret or explored message that you find all throughout the inhabitants in this mountain. You're trying to get to the very top. So you basically finding out the truth of basically what happened, because you don't know what happened, but you're exploring and trying to figure out what happened. You know what I mean? I guess you had left to try to find the people, couldn't find them, came back home to try to, you know, figure out some shit, and you find out there's a bunch of locked doors and locked ways to get to the top, and more of lore to the culture, you know, that these characters are a part of. And it's just great, really great. And I have to tip my hat. You know, I really appreciate anybody for taking time to watching and listening to the video. I give the game a good 4, maybe a 3.8 out of 5. The only reason is because it wasn't really long, really wasn't no dialogue. It didn't bother me, but there's some things that I do look for in good storytelling. But it was a very fun game, and that's why I give it such a high score. And that's me, man. You know, go check it out. As you can see, it's visually pleasing, bro. It's very enticing, you know, and I'm just trying to get you hip. That's what the Completists do. That's the Completist way, you know. But whatever was whatever, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to love yourself, love your family. Don't stress shit that don't matter. Peace.